So now I want to build some more raised beds, and I want to show you my own design that I think is pretty good and pretty easy to build. You'll just need the hammer, compressor with a pistol. If you don't have one, that's okay, you can use the regular drill. Yeah, a pen and the ruler tape. Basically that's it, that's all you need. Now I'm gonna wait until my compressor works. I'm gonna sharpen my pen, go and build some. So I already have some prepared 20 inches wood, and I got plenty of the 40 inches. All I need to do is to cut the beams, the legs, and position it right, staple it, and that's it. 4 legs, and I want to make them 30 inches each. Yeah, about 37 right now, 37, 31, 37, 40, 48. I'll keep one. I'll use find the smaller ones. 34. Okay, 34 is good. Another 34. It looks like I got plenty of. Oh, 30. Don't even need to cut it. Maybe it's a bit old, but anyway, they're not gonna last very long. At least, you know, if they work for a season, that's already good, right? And then we'll just go from there. We'll see how long it will take for them to get rotten, and you know, then we'll see how we can improve the design. But so far, we'll just go from this design, right? I've been making them 15 inch deep. You know, Grok told me that like the optimum is from 12 to 18, so I decided to go in the middle, 15. Still need plenty of the soil, and maybe 12 would be better soil-wise, you know, and expenses-wise. But I don't know, you know, it keeps telling me that the deeper you go, the better result you'll get. I'm not sure if it's true, but you know, I'd rather stick with this recommendation. So yeah, I'll go with a 15. For the watermelon though, I did it 18, and that ate lots of soil. And I have two more sprouts of the watermelon, so I'll need to make one more raised bed for the watermelons, and it's gonna be a little deeper. But for now, yeah, I just need to make, I think 3 or at least 2. Yeah, I already got one that is ready, one that is empty too, so at least 2 for the cucumbers and the radish and the dill. So I need to make 2 exactly the same ones, 30 inches high, and that's what I'm gonna do. Of course, as soon as I decided to make some raised bed, something happened. So my wife asked me to take care of the baby because she's busy, and then the sprinklers started working, so they are at another zone right now, but it's gonna switch pretty shortly. So I decided to to cover the closest sprinkler with some plastic, you know, and put some stones around so it doesn't, you know, doesn't make me wet. But still, I'll try to make those raised beds. Yeah, I took care of the baby, and now I cleaned up a little bit, so we have some space, and I'll show you all the measurements and how I usually do that. So yeah, I got my saw right next to me. Yeah, I got my instruments, pens, and the ruler tape, and we'll just go from there. So I need 4 legs. That's the first thing I need, and I need it 30 inches. I'll measure just one. And I'll go from there. I'll use one as the measured one to cut the others. Okay. So I needed 30. You see? I would go 30 in here. I will get this not thick. This, so maybe I'll cut it both from the bottom and from the top. So at least I have some more wood, the white part on the bottom and on the top. So it's gonna be easier for me to nail the wood, the side planks. How many of each length do I have? And it looks like it doesn't really make sense to me to make them 30 inches high, because I already got 34 inches. So okay, yeah, I'll build the little higher beds. I just don't want to cut it, you know, it doesn't make sense. This is you know, perfect pieces of wood. Why do I cut it? So I'll use these 4 for 1. I'll use these 3 and one of these for 2. these are a little longer. And I just got like 4 of these, 30 inches, which are not really good quality. I'm not even sure that I should use them. And what I also found, I got these 24 inches, and I got plenty of them. So with at least 2 beds can be 24 inches high, which is also good. Yeah, these are the standard 48 inches, and we'll see, maybe I'll use them to build the coop. Yeah, those are 20 inches, and those are just cuts. You know, I was using 48, I was cutting 30, and 18 inches were left. So these are those like 18 leftovers. So yeah, I'm thinking now of using these 24s and these 30s to build like 2 and 2, so maybe 4 more beds, and then I'll just replant my cucumbers and what I have over there to those raised beds. So I'll start with these 34s, 4 pieces. I'm gonna fix it first. You know, if I have any nails sticking out, I'll take it off. I don't need it. Make sure it's all good. It's all good. It's sticking out. To make sure that there's no nails or something. So if I have something, and you know these are really difficult to take out, I'll just nail them down. 15 inches. That's the depth. Down for it. Okay. Special tool. I don't know where I put it. Found it. Straight angle. Alright. Got 15. So now I need 40 inches long beam. And let me find it. Okay, so I only found 44, so I'll measure 40. I'm gonna be using the 3-inch screws to attach it, and I'm gonna use my drill bit. So what I'm gonna do, so that's 15. It's gonna stay like this. With my drill bit, make a couple of holes. Okay. Got into the nail. Last one. Okay. See? Here, like this. No, I messed up. You see, like when you don't do it every day, when you don't do it constantly, you always set something up. Okay, so 15 is here, and that's supposed to be the bottom. This is supposed to be the bottom. Oh no, can you see this? So this is supposed to be at the bottom of our raised bed. This is supposed to be the leg. Okay. So I need to attach the support below that line, not under that line. Not over, but under. It would be below. Okay. Like this. On that line. On that line. Right on the line. Okay, the family is calling, so we'll continue tomorrow. Yesterday night realized that like all my fingers are like in. You see this? So it's full of splinters, right? And my wife was taking care of me, removing those, you know, disinfecting. Now I use aloe vera just to get rid of the inflammation. So I'm trying not to forget using the gloves next time. Funny thing, if you buy gloves on Amazon, you know, the price for like 6 pieces or 10 pieces is almost the same as the price for 60 pieces. So I don't know how much time you spend on your work site or on your garden, but you know, maybe it's a good idea to buy the whole bunch of them and always have some extra pairs, which I did. I bought with 60 or 90 pairs because it was just much cheaper per glove, per 1 pair of gloves. Alright, so let me just continue. You know, I'll finish the raised bed. I'll show you the process and the middle steps as well, and we'll go from there. Drilling new holes, as yesterday I drilled the holes in the wrong place. And I'll continue. So I got one part. I'll just put another post on the other side. 3-inch nail, 3-inch screws. I did that. Alright, so now I got it like this, and I can start building the outside wall. So obviously we'll need 2 of these. We'll start with 1. You can use the cracked wood, no problem. You know, you'll just nail it like both sides, and it's gonna stay just fine. What we got? Now there's a little hole in here. I can put 1 more extra wood piece. Again, it's not necessarily, because here on the other side there will be some wood laying here. So this hole is gonna be covered. It's gonna be like this, you see, and no more hole. It's gonna be covered completely. Now we're making the same way we were making the other side. At a straight angle, and we do. No, this is longer. We'll put it aside for another project. And the shorter one also. These are all different sizes. Alright, so now we got two pieces. To do is to connect them. So now we got it like this. And we'll just need to put the floor. And I'll try to use the thicker wood pieces. And the thinner wood pieces will go for the sides. This is how it's gonna look like. We'll have thinner pieces here on the sides. Alright, and it's gonna be a wall. And the thicker pieces will go down here. Now don't worry if there's holes in between these wood pieces, because it's gonna help to drain, you know, especially here in Florida with the heavy rains. You actually want to have some holes so the water can easily go out, the excessive amount of water. Okay, I decided to move it onto the flat surface. Okay, I got some slab in here. So first I'm gonna find the wood pieces to fill out the whole bottom. Now this I'm gonna cut a little bit so it fits here, but at least it's wide right enough for this side. And I just need to find something to put over there. Now, I got this piece that is almost there, so maybe I'll just cut it a little bit and we'll go from there. Looks good to me, like this. So I just need to cut these two pieces and I will be able to nail it down. And this is how I'm gonna cut it. So I'll just right here, like this, and I'll mark it. Okay, I got one mark, got the mark here. Do the same on the other side. Alright, and let's go and cut it. I didn't use the protective gloves. I highly recommend you to use them. And I'll try to go and grab my pair right now, because it's really bad to go to the eye emergency room, and which I did one time. Make sure we get a straight angle here. It's almost there. I mean, it not necessarily should be perfect, but you know, at least somewhat. As I said, if you have some gaps here and there, don't worry about that. It should be fine. We'll just nail it down. Alright. The floor is done. Now it's time to do the walls. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna nail it afterwards from here as well, you know, just to make it stronger. Still want to keep the straight angle. One side is ready. Again, I'm trying to do the straight angle. Wood pieces to cover this. Just nail it down. Meditation, right? It's just meditation. All of this is so satisfying. Ran out of them. I use 1 1/4 to 1 1/2 inch nails. I think it's just optimum for this kind of stuff. I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, just let me know. I will be really happy to hear any advice. So now it's ready. Looks good to me. Now I'll just need to fill it with the dirt, with the topsoil and the compost. I'm gonna mix 50-50 compost and topsoil, and I'll plant my veggies in there. But in the meantime, I'm gonna build 3 more of these. It's gonna be so I'm gonna have 1 more the same size. It's gonna be 34 inches high, so I'll have 2 34s. I already got 2 30s, and there's gonna be 2 more 24s or 22s, so I'm gonna have them as a ladder, you know, like 3 levels. It's gonna be beautiful, I think. Yeah, let's continue.